Outside Johnson. And again, it's Denver missing. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williamson outside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Denver. To the inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And there's an assist for Zion. And don't forget, point Zion has become a real thing. Williamson can make good decisions with the basketball.
Now here's Murray. Last game he had 34 points. Now here's Jokic. He's closely guarded. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Pass to Williamson. Here's Spears. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Some great defensive players in our freshman class this year. Let's see who is leading in rookie steals. Jeremiah Fears is second.
You just love the effort he puts in on defense. Rare to see a rookie who can disrupt offenses like him.
The Nuggets trail. Now Murray. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Johnson passes to Jokic. Now here's Hardaway. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Hardaway's got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Now here's Williamson. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Johnson.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside Murray. Pass to Hardaway. Murray deciding where to go with it. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Really, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open, and teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
But yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
They're ready.
And Murray drops them both.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Gordon against Williamson. Outside Jones. From deep. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets lead by 3. Outside Murray. Outside Johnson. Denver moving it around. Jokic in the post. And that one's good. Jokic has got his second basket on the night.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Here's Williamson. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. Leading by 5. Pass to Jokic. Outside Johnson. And here's Murray. The Nuggets need to get one up. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Let's see some of the numbers here for Nikola Jokic.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all the players, coaches, execs care about.
Pass to Queen. Here's Fears. Williamson outside. Left side Jones. 6 to shoot. To snap the cold streak. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Pass to Jokic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Pelicans trail by 8. Now Williamson, covered by Johnson. Williamson inside. Johnson on him. Williamson, no good. Denver has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Johnson. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, "Teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own." Brian?
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Denver leading by 8. And here's Murray. Jokic in the post. Covered by Williamson. Jokic's shot is good. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Over to the wing. Pass to Queen. Looking to end the run. And Trey Murphy gets a 3. He's got 5.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Gordon on the wing. Jokic in the post. He's against Messi. Hardaway from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Queen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williamson, and off the glass. That one's good.
If Williamson gets the ball right there, I don't know how you stop him.
Murray with it. Outside Johnson. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Johnson. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Misi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Gordon. And again, Denver with a 3.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
And that's why Zion is such a tough matchup. You rarely see guys with his combination of strength and athletic explosiveness.
That one's off. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Murray passes to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. Outside Murray. It's tipped. And they'll keep possession.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Williamson against Johnson. Pass to Bay, and here's Misi. Williamson inside. The shot comes out. And so it's the Denver Nuggets, ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Yves Misi out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Hardaway's shot is good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Bey. Looney, a screen on Johnson. Bey, good. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Alvarado. No made baskets yet. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Hey, from long range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Murray. This is the most they've led, 13 points. The big man, Jokic.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Pass to Misi. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. For the Nuggets, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Watson comes in for Gordon, and it's Jones in for Johnson. The Nuggets lead by 15. And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sean, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's their TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. Now here's Bay. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
And we see Bay's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside.
Here's Murray. It's a 13-point game. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes. Murray's got 7.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Williamson inside, defended by Watson. Williamson right side. Denver grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Jones. Now here's Watson. Fires for 3. And Fears pulls it down. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Williamson passes to Jones. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 16. Here's Murray. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, nothing bothers coaches more than turnovers. I'm sure it was not quiet in that post-game locker room.
Hardaway from outside. That one no good. Jones with some nice D. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Williamson outside. Back to Messi. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Jones misses. Denver has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Denver moving it around. Valanciunas down low. He's against Messi.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big 3 super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big 3 win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Here's Jones, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Williamson for three. Jones grabs the board.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Pass to Murray. Outside Jones. Valanciunas with it. He's against Messi. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 15. Out to the right wing. Here's Williamson. Here's Messi. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
For New Orleans, Queen comes in for Messi, and Trey Murphy subbed in for Bay. Queen. Murray for three. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Jones sets a screen. From the arc. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight. Denver leading by 10. Outside Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Jones. And here's Hardaway. Murray passes to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 12. And Williamson throws it down.
And this is exactly why Zion was the first pick in the draft, because he can absolutely overwhelm defenses.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Different look for Denver. Strawther's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Brown in for Murray. Here's Brown, averaging around 6 a game. It's Watson on the wing. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Watson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. And now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Williamson misses. Denver leading by 11. Here's Brown. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside Watson. On the wing, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks it from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Fears. On the take. Up and in on the layup.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Now here's Jones. Outside, Brown puts up a deep 3, and again, Denver with a 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They set a pick. Williamson left side. by Valanciunas.
Yeah, that shot didn't stand a chance. Can't sleep on JV's monstrous reach.
Brown passes to Valanciunas. Here's Strother. Denver moving it around. And Valanciunas gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Valanciunas has gotten his first bucket of the night. New Orleans calls timeout. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now and see the toughest defensive teams in the league these past 10 games. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Over this last stretch, their defense has been airtight. The opponents have had a tough time executing at the offensive end.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 17. Rebounded by Denver. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, the final score surprised a lot of people. I don't think many expected them to win.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted. I think that was a harsh reminder of it. Hard-fought battle all the way.
Now here's Valanciunas. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Jones' shot is good.
He recognized the double team, and he passed it to someone with a better opportunity.
There's a minute 26 left in the second. Pass to Williamson to stop the run.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Watson. Now here's Valanciunas, tightly guarded. Soft touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got his second bucket on the night.
I like it, an old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
To the left wing. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Count it. Good. Valanciunas has got his third basket on the night right there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so it's Denver. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More 2K action in just a moment.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Nuggets.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah, the others are shining like stars. Bench points have put this team over the top tonight.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Tim Hardaway really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And in the draft lottery, the Pelicans falling 4 spots, Tim. The 3rd worst record last season, but earning the number 7 pick.
Well, B.A., they have had a streak of bad luck when you really think about it. They're looking to rise above those setbacks and finally deliver on their potential.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. Give him 8 points now.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Outside Johnson. Jokic up top. And they double up Jokic. On the wing, Murray tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pelicans trail by 17. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, it was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. The Nuggets lead by 20. Here's Murray. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
You got to commend the focus on the basket. Murray absorbing the contact well.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Jamal Murray, shooting 1.
The free throw drops from Murray. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 14.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Pass to Jokic. Now here's Gordon. Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive but under control.
New Orleans calls timeout. Here's Fears. He's been contributing over 15 a game. To the wing, right side. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. He's got 11.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around for 3. Gordon. It's hauled in by New Orleans. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Pass to Fears. Launches it. Hardaway grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 23. And here's Jokic. Out to Gordon. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
3.
Jokic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Williamson. 14 points for him. Pass to Queen. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer off the mark. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Gordon, right side. Outside Johnson. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Legs talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
Jokic, again, Denver scores.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Williamson, defended by Gordon. Oh, man!
Look out below. Unbelievable. It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Now here's Murray. He's got 13. Now Hardaway pulls it. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
The assist.
Jokic has got 8 assists here tonight.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Jones. The three is up. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Murray. There's the three. Tries again. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Personal foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Denver.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
And the basket by Queen.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Denver has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. The three. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
3.
Jokic has got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Fears. Now here's Misi. Jones from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Jones has got 8 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 15. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. First one falls for him.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
And he makes both free throws. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Pass to Messi. And the dunk by Jones.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Gordon outside. Jokic in the post. He's guarded by Messi. Jokic, good.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent, his ability to dominate the defense.
Here's Fears. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Bay, he's checked in for Queen. And Denver's shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Hardaway on the wing. Denver moving it around. Pass to Johnson. Here's Jokic. He's guarded by Messi. 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. And the basket by Jokic. Jokic has got 21 points in the game.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
And here's Bay. Outside Jones. Pass to Bay. Takes the three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Hardaway. Outside Johnson. Outside Murray. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Messi. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Down low. They need this. Misses off the left iron.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Now Jokic. He's guarded by Messi. Jones against Johnson. Pass to Murray. Outside Johnson. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Fires, high post. It's good. And that's 18 points now for Trey Murphy.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Now here's Jokic. 21 points in the game.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Here's Jones. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. Hardaway from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Hardaway's got 20 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Messi, covered by Jokic. And here's Messi. Bay outside, clock at 6. Fires it. And a great job by the D, contesting that shot and forcing the miss. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for the Nuggets. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Sadiq Bey out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Yves Missi. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Hawkins in a two-guard. That's the Pelicans 5. Well, the Nuggets shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Jokic with it. Outside Murray. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Williamson. Gordon with a steal. They kick it out to Murray. Outside Johnson. Gordon outside. From outside the arc. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Bey outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And what an assertive shot by Bey, putting down the answer.
Now a timeout called by Denver. The Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Jones. Back to Brown. And stolen by Williamson. Alvarado, the pass to Hawkins. Picked by Missi. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And it's Watson missing. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Hawkins, hauled in by Brown. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Valanciunas down low. He's against Missi, and he recovers it. Valanciunas, good. Here's Alvarado. Over to the left wing, to the middle. Here's Missi. Elevates for the slam dunk over Jonas Valanciunas.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Now here's Brown. Outside Jones. Valanciunas down low. He's guarded by Missi. Outside Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Fires in the triple.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Nuggets. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Watson passes to Valanciunas, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Queen's checked in.
Number 22, Derek Queen.
Here's Strother. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Strother. Oh, it's stolen. It's 2-on-1. Here's Queen. Bay from long range. Jones grabs the board.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Valanciunas. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Queen after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Now here's Brown. Outside Watson. Pass to Valanciunas. And the layup is good off the glass. For New Orleans, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. On the wing, Bay. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Now Brown. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Watson. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Alvarado, the pass to Hawkins. Bay against Jones. Let's go with a 3. Queen misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Jones. Valanciunas down low. Here's Strother. Gets the 3 ball to go. Strother's got his first 3 points of the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Denver has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the 4th. Outside Watson. Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. Back to Brown. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Hawkins. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 7 assists in the game. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And here's Brown. Valanciunas down low. The jump hook. It's good. Off the glass. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this 4th quarter. On the wing, Bay. Defended by Jones. Bay, good.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Brown with it. Now here's Valanciunas. Brown passes to Valanciunas. And it's Queen with a rebound. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Williamson inside, working on Jones. Williamson, no good. The Nuggets have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the 4th quarter. Outside Jones. Back to Brown. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense is right there. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Williamson outside. Pass to Queen. Fires the three. Watson with the rebound. Watson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, BA, it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Denver has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the 4th. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside, Brown. Back to Valanciunas. To stop the drought. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Confronting a shooter of JV stature is never easy, and he can make them pay for that mistake at the line.
Valanciunas, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
More of a traditional center, Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jones, he's checked in for Bay. Trey Murphy comes in for Hawkins. And it's Fears in for Alvarado. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And there's 1:45 left to play in the 4th quarter. Now Brown. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nuggets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nikola Jokic.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
Valanciunas, good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Now here's Williamson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Outside Watson. Now here's Valanciunas, guarded closely. And here's Brown for 3. Buries it from 3.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Here's Fears. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Nikola, a phenomenal shooting performance for you. Did you feel it coming tonight?
I was kind of lucky the ball was going in, and my teammates were finding me, so it's not just my effort. I think it's team effort, not just my game. I think the whole win.
Well, the whole team was feeling it tonight. Thanks, Nikola.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And we present the player of the game, Nikola Jokic.